Hello friends, today we will try to understand broadband over power line BPL, which comes under the topic communication technology for smart grid. So, what is basically broadband over power line? It's a very simple concept. We will be having a communication link over the power line, that is the electrical line which we already have. So, by using the existing electrical line, we will be providing a medium for a high-speed communication network. Which obviously means that we will be superimposing the data signal or the voice signal onto the line signal, which will act as a carrier. So this is how there will be a multiplexing of the data signals as well as the electrical signals. So that technology is OFDM, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. Now this broadband over line is divided into two categories, that is in-house, and the second category is access. Now, what is the in-house and access? In-house is a very simple concept that machines being connected within a building or within a small premises. For example, in a small home, the internet, laptops are connected, other appliances are connected, so that home plug and is an alliance in here in-house BPL. Similarly, the next one, that is access BPL. Access BPL is the delivers the last mile of broadband to the house. So here both the things, here both the parts are being depicted beautifully. You can see here in-house BPL, that is BPL modem, whereas there is a power socket, that is outlet. And similarly, you can access BPL. You can see here in this. There is a data connectivity of BP injector towards the distribution transmission with a low voltage and towards the house. So it covers the entire line of transmission on the distribution system. So we will try to focus more on this particular system, how the data is being transmitted through BPL, what are the components which are involved in broadband over power line. So basically, the system is like this. You will have a coupler and a bridge through wired electricity wiring. The wires which are carrying the electricity will also carry the communication part. So this is how you will see here through the low voltage lines or the medium voltage lines. There is an internet data is being provided to the users as well. So getting deeper into the picture, you can see here the coupler, which is actually being shown here, how it actually looks like, with a bridge circuit, which is located here. And these two together will be given the data as well as electricity to the consumer. So this is how BPL works. So I hope you have heard that. Next, moving on to the advantages. Obviously, our biggest advantage is we don't need an extra infrastructure, an extra line to erect for communication purpose. The same power line which is already being laid and which is already available can be used for transmitting the communication, transmitting the data. Secondly, since we don't have to deploy a new technology or a new line, so obviously the cost of the deployment will be lower. And the third advantage, the wires are already existing. We don't need to lay new wires for the communication part. So these are the advantages of broadband over power line. What are the main concerns we have to look into, which has to be checked? That is the radio frequency interface to the licensed service. And second, the power line are inherently very noisy environment. So we have to take care in this noisy environment if we are trying to send some data. It doesn't get manipulated or it doesn't get distorted. So every time a device turn on and off, it will introduce a pop or a click into the line. So it will create a hindrance to the communication. Energy saving devices often introduce noisy harmonics into the line. So these are the problems which might occur apart from these advantages, which might create problem with the usage of broadband over power line. So these were the basics of broadband power line. I hope you have understood clearly. Thank you very much.